Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly. Nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Thompson now looking to throw on second down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game too.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to get this one. I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from second to third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. A little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Cameron Hayward attacking off the edge that time. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
2nd and 13. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw on 2nd down, Thompson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
7 yards there and a 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, 49ers nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Thompson. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Thompson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Thompson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, 49ers! goes.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Thompson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the ground, it's Akers. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Thompson. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it?
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 88 yards. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work.
Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards on the play. First down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Thompson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. second and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Thompson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Pass. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before break. Thompson. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Joe Mixon on the carry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Mixon, and he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now.
4 yards. It's now fourth down.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On first down, Mixon, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down at 7. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Again, it's Mixon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Niners 28, Rams 10.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
His kick is
and he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Niners 35. Rams.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly,
and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, it's Mixon. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A 7-yard pickup.
Thompson, off play action. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Thompson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Bell. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll go again with Bell. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up?
And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Payne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Niners first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And a 49er first down.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.